Gold Camp Road is a winding route through central Colorado. The 35-mile stretch has 3 tunnels. A local legend says that a school bus full of children was traveling the road in 1987 when Tunnel 3 collapsed on top of it and killed everyone inside. Today you can hear the giggles of children in the first 2 tunnels, but if you get close to the entrance of the 3rd tunnel, you will hear screams. You will also leave with mysterious handprints on your car windows. Sensabaugh Tunnel was built in Tennessee in the 1920s and was named for the man that owned the land, Edward Sensabaugh. Ed let a homeless man into his home as an act of charity. Their guest tried to steal jewelry, so Ed confronted him with a gun. The thief grabbed Ed's baby to use as a shield and ran out of the house. He got away and drowned the baby in the tunnel. That baby is said to haunt the tunnel today. Locals say that if you switch off your car engine in the middle of the tunnel, it won't switch back on. You can also hear the baby's cry in the approaching footsteps of Ed himself. The Moonville Tunnel was built as a shortcut for a rail company that was building a track toward Cincinnati, Ohio. A small settlement sprung up for people to take advantage. The railway around the tunnel seemed almost destined to be a death trap. Given that it was a significant shortcut compared to walking around the valley, at least 5 people died after being hit by trains. After a long, hard winter, the town ran low on supplies. They sent a man to stand in the tunnel and wave a lamp to stop a train. The man fell asleep and ran into the tunnel too late. The train killed him. The lantern-waving man is said to still be there. Some reports say the rail company installed a signal at the mouth of the tunnel, telling drivers to ignore any lights they see inside. Big Bull Tunnel is a short rail tunnel in Virginia. 2 workers are known to have died in Big Bull. A man was scalped in 1901 and another fell off a train in 1904. In 1905, a freight train broke down outside the entrance. One of the trainmen hurried back through the tunnel to put warning flags on the other side, but he returned to his colleagues pale and shaken. He claims to have heard noises no man could stand. The other 2 went to investigate and they heard screams of pain coming from the walls. The men heard a voice say, "Remove that awful weight from my body." Then another voice said, "They are drinking my blood." The men tried to find a gap or crack. Maybe someone was playing a trick, but there was nothing. The Pittsburgh Press reported that the story was generally credited at the time. The collapsed railway tunnel under Churchill in Richmond, Virginia, has the distinction of being haunted not only by ghosts, but also by a vampire. On the afternoon of October 2nd, 1925, 200 men were working in the tunnel. The ceiling collapsed, burying the men in rubble. The locomotive and likely a few bodies are still in the tunnel. The entrance has been blocked with concrete. Those near the tunnel have reported hearing voices saying, "Get me out," the sound of digging, and even the screech of locomotive wheels. The Richmond vampire is said to have feasted on the dead workers. Rescuers in the days after the collapse found him crouched over a body before seeing his bloody fangs. They chased the vampire back to the crypt of a man that had died in 1922. That grave has since been padlocked. It suggests an interesting scenario though. If the Richmond vampire did indeed feast on the blood of the trapped workers, then perhaps some of them turned. Could the noises people hear perhaps come not from ghosts, but from immortal vampires that have been waiting 90 years for their first drop of blood?